Okay, time for a latitudes and attitudes look at a new cruising boat.
Hi, John Kretschmer here for Latitudes and Attitudes TV once again, doing another boat review, and this time we're taking a look at the new Hunter 45cc, their center cockpit flagship model. It's a terrific new boat for Hunter. It's a very exciting design. As you can see from looking at it, it's very sleek for a center cockpit. It's got a natural linear flow, doesn't have a lot of freeboard, very handsome boat. It's one of Glenn Henderson's best efforts. We'll start on the bow, best place to start any boat review. Double stainless steel rollers, clean entry, easy access. There's no way the roads can skip out. Very safe. The chain locker here is easily accessed. And once it's open, it's a deep locker which puts the weight down where you want it. And the vertical windlass is in place and out of the weather. Working our way aft here, we come to the furling mast supported by Hunter's trademark B&R rig. This rig, which has proven itself on thousands of blue water miles, it has no backstay. Glenn Henderson, the designer of the boat, has said he'll never design another masthead rig. He's a great believer in the fractional rig with a small head sail and a large roachy main. Gives the boat a lot of drive and a lot of control, and it's easy to handle. No big overlapping Genoa. Continuing aft, you'll notice this very sleek wraparound windshield. That's a focal point of the design. It helps blend the entire line of the boat. All the sail controls are led aft, which makes the boat very easy to handle. And although the boat's ideal for a cruising couple or a couple with two small children, it's a boat you could single hand. The mainsail is a prime example. When you want to set the main, you simply haul out on the main outhaul. Designing a good center cockpit is one of the designer's most challenging tasks. Henderson really nailed it with this boat. And one of the reasons he was able to do that is Hunter's trademark arch. What this does is it takes the main sheet traveler, and it puts them up and out of the way. It not only opens up the cockpit, but it makes for very safe sailing. Another great aspect of a center cockpit design is the stern deck. It's a great place to lounge around. It's also an excellent place for storage. The 45cc has two large lazarettes, one on either side. And when you want to go swimming, you have easy access to this ladder here to the stern platform. It's a little bit narrow, but that's a function of having such a huge aft cabin. When you drop below on the 45 center cockpit, you have to take a minute to take a deep breath. It's beautiful. Immediately to starboard is the galley, and this is a great workspace, both at dock and underway for sure. Corian countertops, two double sinks, and one thing I really like, it's a small feature, but you have one large and one small. Place for the pots, place for the silverware. Underway, that's a big thing. The forward cabin has plenty of headroom, which is a nice feature, and it also has great ventilation, a big overhead hatch which floods the cabin with light. The berth is a true double, it's 7 feet long, and a great foam mattress. There's a dressing seat here, which is handy, especially when underway, when you need to brace yourself to get dressed and get your follies on, to go out and stand and watch. The forward head is great. It has a stall shower with an acrylic door. It's all one molded unit, so there's no worry about leaking. Corian countertops, and a really handsome vanity. The main saloon on the 45 center cockpit just may be its best feature. It's stunning, really. It's bathed in natural light. There's terrific ventilation. The settees are covered in ultra leather, a very durable yet synthetic fabric. One thing I like about the main saloon is the single level floor. In fact, it's a single level throughout the entire interior of the boat. It's very hard to achieve, but it's a great safety feature. If you've ever wondered if you could really live aboard a sailboat, well then you owe it to yourself to take a look at this aft cabin, the owner's cabin. It's extraordinary. You have an island queen berth, which is as big as most beds are on land. You have a dressing seat over here, lots of nice counter space, reading lamps, very civilized. The aft head is also very comfortable. It's got a separate stall shower. This is a great cabin. You've got ventilation all the way around. You have port lights on the side, astern, and this opening hatch is great. I think it's time to go sailing. Let's go. Visibility from the helm is great. Again, keep reiterating design features of a center cockpit, but although it's a 45-foot boat, you're only looking forward about 30 feet. So you have good visibility, you have the height, feels good from here. You have to remember though, there's part of your boat behind you. A lot of times when you're maneuvering a center cockpit boat, you tend to forget about that. Nice breeze today on the Manatee River. We're gonna just clear the inlet, the channel marks here, and we'll hoist sail. Boat's really easy to handle. She feels steady in the water. You can tell a lot about the way a boat handles just from the seat of your pants. If it feels right, it usually is. It's effortless sailing. Okay, we're gonna bring the 45 through the wind. Boom, let the sheet go, pull it in. Feels good. As soon as we trim up, she accelerates smartly. All right, we're hard on the wind. We've sheeted everything in tight, and as you can see, we are just flying along. But I'll tell you, the helm is still light, the boat feels really nice in the water, and even when we get a puff, she feels solid, secure, true. We're doing close to 9 knots as well. This is great sailing. We've had a tremendous sail aboard the 45. I'm really impressed with not only how well the boat handles, but how fast she is. She's close-winded, comes through the wind on a dime. That's something we sort of expected just looking at the design, but she just really feels good in the water. It's kind of a pity to be heading east right now. We ought to turn this boat around and head out to sea, because that's where she really wants to be.